Hello and welcome to the Tuesday night stream of Adventure Highway. My name is Blake Komar and I am the dungeon master for this game. It started Sleuths in Waterdeep and it turned into Sleuths in Limbo. It was then Sleuths in Ysgard. And now we are Sleuths in Midgard. As a group, our adventurers have found ourselves destined on a trip to the Ice Palace of Hell. We will jump into that in 1 second. I want to thank all of our viewers, our fans, and everyone who has been so understanding in our 2 weeks off. I live in Southwest Florida, and as you all know, there was a walloping of a hurricane. So, rebuilding after that has definitely been something interesting. But I would like to thank everyone for all of the support and all the care that they've sent my way, and everyone for being a fan of this group who has been awesome and treated me fantastic, and has made such amazing content. So, thanks to the fans and thanks to everyone who's been really cool about everything. And things are looking 100% better, at least for me, and especially since we're playing D&D. I'd like to give a shout out to everyone who has sent me ideas. We're talking about like Jess, Hannah, awesome people, and I'll try and do better shout outs next game, I promise. Let's jump into our cast for the night. We look just right next to me. We have, well, I don't want to describe your character. I want you to describe your character, actually. Sarah, tell us about yourself and your character.
Kidoki. Hi, my name is Sarah Massa. I play Carlotta Tealeaf, also known as Carl. She's a halfling gunslinger who is now part dog. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
Lycanthrope.
they call it lycanthropy, emphasis on the like. Um,
It's gonna
so
look at how cute I am.
right next to Sarah on your screens, or if you're listening, you can't see the screens, but I promise you, I'm not lying to you, that right next to Sarah is Kyle. Tell us about yourself and your character.
Hey, my name is Kyle. My character is Brogan Naked Eye. I am the greatest sleuth to ever exist. This entire campaign was based off of me, and it has nothing to do with my poor stats in RP. And this is totally not my secondary cast revenue. They carry me through everything, and that is not a lie. But in my mind, I am the greatest sleuth to ever live, and these are my sidekicks.
Yeah, yeah, that's a way to put it. That's
The
definitely
the
one.
the laughing by the other characters just tells you how ridiculous that is.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely ridiculous. Nick, tell us about yourself and your
All right.
character.
My name is Nick. I play Steve Froman, former deli manager. He's a dad bod type guy, though he's not actually a dad to any of these people in this group. If anything, they don't like him very much for good reason.
Hey man,
he's
your
a,
family.
he's half barbarian, half cuddlebug, and he does his best, but his best is usually not very good.
Yeah,
So
it's like if you take that big dad energy and then you take away the paternal instinct.
yeah, all paternal instinct whatsoever.
He is pregnant though, so
He is pregnant.
Wow.
He's space
Maybe some
pregnant.
That's
maternal
space pregnant
instinct.
for like 3 months. We're like
Hey,
getting
you
close.
listen. One, you don't know what the gestation of a space frog is, so
We are getting close. That will be coming up possibly, or maybe not. I don't know.
no.
As
It's
as
years.
the DM,
I looked it up.
have
I
no
looked it up.
idea.
Space frog gestation's really long.
Yeah,
Not
no,
having the space frog baby.
yeah, it's minimum 2 months or so. So
Hands off my space uterus.
yeah. Well, right next to Nick, last but certainly not least, we have Brittany. Tell us about yourself and your character.
Everyone, I'm Brittany Reichma. I play the Bowsmith Artificer Zari, who is kind of the mom of the group. She normally gets everyone to go in the right direction at one point. Or we just go off and she makes sure no one dies immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
Cat wrangler.
Yeah, herding cats.
Yeah.
What's wrong with cats?
AAA doing most of the work though because Zari's getting distracted as well.
Yeah, I mean that's a good dog. You can't really argue with that. That is one good dog.
AAA has been a homie since day one.
He's OG.
Critting with
We're here for.
quarterstaffs since the beginning.
100%. Great dog. Sentimental 1,000-yard stare. As I say it. As we go to start jumping into our campaign, slight recap. We are at the gates of the frozen ice palace of hell. Brogan is just waking up on the back of Slegnir the horse after somewhat of, I guess it was what did we say? A drunken stupor? It's been weeks.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. That's a great guess, regardless of whether that was a truth or not.
I was going to say, I accept.
And as Brogan is waking up, dragging off the back of Slegnir with a rope is a crab of holding 2 glow sticks as it is bouncing behind the horse as you ride. And as you guys ride up closer and closer to this ice palace that's about 50, 60 feet tall, depending on the spires you're looking at. It's got many spires coming up. It's all made of ice and stone. You see in front of you a long drawbridge. And as Brogan starts to wake up, having passed out somewhere in a different plane and now waking up on the back of Slegnir, that is where you guys start where you're at now. In front of you is a large, long ice bridge leading to this palace.
I'm going to rub my eyes, notice the crab of holding with the rave sticks, and be like, did we reinstitute the Let's Get Weird shirt? Is this, are we doing this, guys? All right.
He's a crab of holding. He was like a bonus gift from a deity. So
what?
Loon, the goddess of the moon.
That chick, yeah, that I wasn't allowed to hit on.
She gave us a crab of glow sticks? You know what? It's fine. Thank you for carrying me here. Slegnir, and I'll tap Slegnir. I'm like, where's that awesome T-shirt you have for rave crabs?
I feel like rave crab is probably the most mundane thing that's going to happen today.
I hope so.
Slegnir looks at you over back at you as you're up, and he goes, "Oh, Brogan, you're awake. Well, that shirt. I think didn't you give it to Tall and Small?"
Oh, that's right. I gave it to Tall and Short, which were the ironic names. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I'm still struggling over here. I need some hair of the dog, so and I will pull out my flask.
As you pull out your flask, you look back. You see this crab bouncing around. You look in front, and above this bridge is a large gated awning. The front is not gated; it is completely open. And as you look down the long bridge, you see a large gaping opening, no doors whatsoever, to this ice palace. You hear the wind and snow blowing at your faces. And as you look up to the top of this open awning of the gate, it says 24-hour deliveries in the back.
I'm gonna look at Brogan and wait to see if he's gonna make the easy deliveries in the back joke. I'm like, my character's actively waiting for it.
We all are.
I'm still like bridging my nose and like trying to get back, and then I look over at Steve, totally out of character, and I'm like, Steve, do you remember when you stole my mayonnaise covered hat? Whatever happened to that?
I don't know. Though I am gonna like giggle smile, and out of my backpack I'm gonna just show him the edge of the Let's Get Weird shirt, and then I'm gonna put it back in my backpack.
As long as it's not a bright orange pimp hat, which I've been looking for sessions.
To be fair, I think I left it behind at some point.
Yeah.
It was mayonnaise.
You know what? Between Left Behind and Moose Behind and everything else we call these places, I don't believe you. And then I'm gonna slink off of Slegnir and see if my 2 feet still work. Because obviously I'm still recovering from this massive hangover.
I'm hitting my call button on my helmet.
As you're doing it, you're hitting it, and you hear the first time you click it, you hear it sounds like it's like off the hook. It's like beep, beep, beep. Do you click again?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. I'm an old man. I don't understand what the beeping means.
As you go to call again, you hear a beep, 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 like as it's off the hook again.
Okay. I'm going to ask Slegnir what he knows about this castle, then being the second most wise person in this party.
He says, as you ask him, he looks over and says, did you try to call Odin?
Twice. Yeah, it's just I'm getting. I think he's. It's either in his ass pocket or he's left it off the hook or something.
He
I'm
does
pretty
do
sure he
that
still
every
has
now.
dial-up.
Sometimes he forgets to hang up on his last call, and then the other person forgets to hang up, and then there it's. If I could only have him near me again. And he gives a stare off into the distance. Says, "What do I know about hell? Well, Odin told me to stay away from his niece. That the words he said, Steve, they're not that flattering, so cover your ears if you would like."
I'll be okay, I think. But thank you.
He's the only one in the helmet.
He said, "That bitch is crazy."
Oh, well, that's not very nice of him.
Be crazy.
Yeah.
But as we see Steve like doing his conversation thing, I'm like looking around.
No, I'm
at,
talking to Slignir, so you guys can hear this.
Oh,
Um,
we can hear you now.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
just all
I-
watching.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask him like as in like Laughing Academy crazy or like Buck
Jared
Cherry.
Leto.
Like,
Oh, Buck Cherry. I like that. I see what you did there.
Grace just questioning the reference use because she doesn't get it. She's too young.
Yeah, we're all old. It's okay.
I was old, but she's too old to understand it.
I was gonna end up saying like Anne Heche walking into the pool waiting for the aliens crazy, but that would be a
Yeah.
reference also that some would not get.
Yeah.
Buck Cherry is like the wading pool of weird frog people hugs.
Yeah.
I mean, gift. I mean, not the guy that followed us. I mean, I definitely didn't hug him naked. Let's stop talking about it. That's weird.
Yeah. I think
It
he
doesn't
gave his life
matter.
for you all, or just died in the process of knowing you all. One of the two.
You know what? I'm not
He
gonna
died
say I
getting
pushed him, but I would have.
tossed off a Fenrir. Chucked him off a Fenrir. We
He
were
says,
like,
"The
no.
kind of crazy you're lucky to not have to deal with. Most of hell has been evacuated. Elgindir should
Argyle.
be fairly empty. She is on the plain of Ysgard, waging war against, well, the land and the world. So you should have a clear shot. But no, there are some things to possibly worry about. Her guardian of the throne shall possibly be waiting here. Also, she has a dog."
You mean
kind of dog?
Fenrir?
Like
And he
Floofy
looks immediately
boop it on the
over.
snoot.
Says she has a dog, and then looks over at Carl with the same judgmental look all horses give, and looks back at Steve.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
All right.
who is the guardian of the chamber? Like, what is that about?
The guardian? Well, the guardian of the throne, while hell
Yeah,
is
that
gone, is Modgood. He is
On
evil.
Goose?
Is that like a
Mod
Cerberus
good?
joke?
Modgood is his name, and then his dog is Garm.
Guard.
Their parents didn't love them very much to name
That's
them.
why they
True.
ended up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
that makes
They were
sense.
not loved enough as a kid. I agree.
His name is
Maybe a pug.
Modgood. He sounds like a terrible '90s hacker. Let's go talk to
Someone
this guy.
Gave him
Honestly,
a
Well,
you
Hey,
know
there-
your
there's
parents
a
hate
movie
you when
about
they give
that
you
with
that
Keanu
name.
Reeves.
Yes, definitely needed a
You know
hug.
your parents hate you when they give you those names. Whoa.
I was named
I'm gonna
Kyle in the 90s.
I'm gonna put the heels into Slignir a little bit to let him know I'm ready to go forward.
As you go past the 24-hour deliveries in the rear sign, you start walking across this bridge. And as you guys are walking across, it's about 40 feet wide by about 85, 90 feet long. It's complete sheets of ice, but not necessarily slippery. It's got a slight snow covering from the blizzard that you're in. As the wind howls, you find yourself walking into this 20-foot tall archway that opens into a large, great hall where you are now out of the blizzard, but you hear wind whistling around you. As you look around the room, you see that to your left are columns holding up, ice columns holding up the top ice ceiling that seems to be cascaded down in a circular pattern. And straight ahead, you see a smaller 10-foot opening. Seems slightly dark inside the room, like there's no fire or anything coming out of it. And it seems like it's almost like this large 100-foot long, I don't want to say foyer, like room that you're in is leading you out towards this one single room towards the back that you cannot see into, though there is no door.
Well, it's not very welcoming. They really let this place go. And I'm going to look at these guys and be like, let it go? Anybody? Anybody?
I knew it. Frozen jokes were coming in here.
You know what? If we're gonna do this, then I'm just gonna build a snowman. Fuck everybody else.
Well,
I heard there's a what's the I heard there's going to be a trilogy soon. So who
oh
knows?
wow. Well,
Yeah, they're making a third one.
oh wow.
Frozen
Well,
doesn't die apparently.
no.
I
No,
mean,
but
apparently
snow
you can be
does.
frozen, refrozen, and then triple frozen. So
Yeah,
you
and
know,
then
it is
maybe
what it is.
thawed will be the fifth or something along those lines.
Right,
But
right.
Yeah.
I know it's bad. As you
Permadonk.
as you start to build up snow that's at your feet, outside of the blizzard, there's still snow in this room covering the floor. And as you build snow to start building this fantastic snowman, I mean, the snowman's still in your head. You're just gathering snow right now, but I can imagine it's a fantastic snowman. You hear the screams and crunches. You hear, ah, as bones are getting crunched coming from that 10-foot doorway area.
That's awful.
Echoing.
Friggin' tight.
Yeah.
Let's go. I run that way.
I'm gonna pull out my
Grab
axe. I'm pulling out my axe just in case stuff kicks off.
So so Zari grabs me, and all I can see is like my pimp coat being like, me, like falling up, and being like, "What are you doing? Obviously, weird stuff's happening over there. It's time to go be heroes."
Not in the gods of death realm. We're going to die to be heroes. Let's
Chasing
get
her own
freaked
tail.
out.
What do you
Yeah.
mean
She's
we?
completely
I have
distracted.
Steven Seagal watching my back.
Can I grab how big is the crab of holding?
The crab of holding is blue crab size.
So he's very tiny.
Yeah, he's very tiny. He's like it's
I was
literally
picturing he was like the size of like a manhole cover.
No,
And you're
he's
telling
just
me
literally-
he's very, very
he's a
tiny.
blue crab. He's literally just a crab that can hold a lot of stuff. Like he's just
Okay.
he's a crab of holding. Like he can eat all day and never gain a pound, and also
Carry our stuff.
carry
Great.
your weight if you want. He's
The
that
fucking
good.
rave monster. That's what he is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna tell him just to stay. If he's blue crab size, he's just gonna sit on my shoulder with his little rave sticks.
Oh, and
No,
as
no.
he does,
If
you can
you-
see he's trying to grab onto your shoulder as you're hearing another as the bones are crunching from the other room. And he goes to
I'm gonna yell at the void that is that room to
Uh-huh.
quiet down and see what happens.
you quiet down.
He is
and
a
from the other
blue-shelled
room,
crab, which means if you throw him, he hits whoever's in first place. You should huck that crab into the room. He will annihilate whatever's in there. I played this game.
Mario Kart this now.
do you huck the crab with the glow sticks?
No, I'm absolutely not hucking the crab right now, but I am telling
What?
this room to calm down.
We're
As
not
we're
trying to
hucking
get ready.
Dustin,
The
okay?
echo from the room. You calm down, quiet down in there, and then you hear another.
Did you hear what I said?
So Steve's going full dad mode. He's like, "Shut up in that room."
You all of a sudden see
You
a
come
head-
in there, I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
As you yell that, I give you something to cry about. A second later, a head pops around the corner, almost like it's just holding onto the edge of the archway. And from the dark pops a skeletal head wearing a crown that has armor on. And
As it does, like as the head pops around, a blue shelled crab hits it in the face.
it gets hit with a blue shell crab. I would say,
That's what I'm saying.
give me a strength saving throw.
I'm gonna try to knock the crown off of it.
Or
like,
you know,
as soon
strength
as
save,
it
just a
pops
strength. Sorry, give me a strength as you're tossing it. I just want to see because that'll be. I think that's your mod plus your. As you hit him with this crab, it was not the best roll. You rolled a
No,
7.
it was,
As this crab flies out, it lands against his head, and it's just now it's just trying to grab onto its cloak as it's just sliding down its body almost.
yeah, it's like the thing has stopped moving, being stunned that it was just had a crab thrown at it for some reason, and the crab is just slowly sliding down the cloak in silence.
You hear in a slightly timid voice, I didn't know you were there. Why'd you throw a crab at me?
I don't know. It seemed like the thing to do.
I didn't throw a crab at you.
No, but you were making a lot of noise in there, and it clearly said 3 times to quiet down.
And as you say, quiet down, immediately you hear from the back room, something crunches again. And he
It's
says,
just awful.
deliveries are on the
All
back,
right. I attempt to sneak away from the glorious mother of the group, and I sprint toward the door.
All
Are
right,
you
you're
going to literally
significant.
sneak away, or are you going to try and break her grip?
No, it's more like a ha-ha, and then I run.
A fake?
Yeah, I'm more like a ha-ha, and then I take off.
What do we think? If you're going to be trying to fake out Zari on this haha, which I don't know if give me a performance on the
Acrobatics
haha.
or deception?
Here.
A performance with a perception. Yeah, give your perception, Zari, and your performance, because the haha is what's going to seal the deal, Brogan.
I
Oh
crit.
no! Oh no! You're
Let's see.
drawn dead,
If you
sir.
crit, Brogan,
I rolled it twice.
you got it. It
I
was a
don't know.
15.
I
Against
crit though.
Zari's crit. As he goes haha and puts his arms up in the air, trying to show you something, you are still holding on. If you're going to be dragging her behind you, I would like to have a athletics from both of you.
Oh, 100%. Let's go, Zara.
Yeah, throw an athletics.
We're getting weird.
Both of you.
I'm
So-
a
That's
fine
literally the
bitch,
best
Daddy.
roll she could have rolled. Can I roll acrobatics? Or just
You're
athletics?
pulling her along with you, so this is gonna be like what leg
Well,
day is for.
The reason why I asked is because my strength is 3 points higher than my base athletics, because I didn't take it as a class skill. But my strength is better, and it's a strength-based
Give me a
skill.
strength. We can go with a strength.
I'm still not gonna
Fair
win,
for
but
me.
it'll sound fun.
Yeah, this is what all of your leg days are for. A
Oh, you came
17
so close.
as you're dragging her along, but it's like a slow movement. It's literally like you're moving.
It's like Zara's like no, and like the snow is building up, and I'm
Yeah.
like barely
Yeah.
pulling, and I'm like, Zari, no, we have to go, and Zara's like, this is stupid, and I'm like, no, it's important.
Can I tell Skeleton Guy that we were sent here by Hell?
Yeah, you can. What do you say to him?
I'm gonna say, yeah, we were sent here to pick up like what is the thing we're here for? I don't remember now.
You are here for the necklace of the damned.
Yeah, we're here for the necklace of the damned. She said she needs it on the material plane where she's fighting right now. She said not to hassle us. 19
Roll me
persuasion.
a deception.
But persuasion.
You can give me a persuasion, but you're also lying.
Yeah,
Can I help?
I'm trying to be a
I'll
persuasive
tell you
liar.
what, if one of you, I'll give you both advantage if one of you rolls me a persuasion and one of you rolls me a deception.
I have
So
a
we
plus
have a
5
persuasion
deception.
from
I have a
Steve.
plus 5
Currently
deception.
fighting me into running inside the building.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
I'll
Brogan
roll
I'm a
the
plus
just pulls
5
deception.
Zari
deception.
along.
I'm a good choice.
Yeah.
Would you say, Carl?
I said I'll roll that. No.
As your deception comes out, he looks at you, Steve, the man who threw a crab at his face, and the crab is still hanging onto his cloaks at the moment. He looks at you. Wow. What? So, Brogan,
That
what's
was
your?
my one roll all session.
What do you say, Brogan? And then we'll get into what this looks like with our new friend.
So I would imagine, if it is okay with Carl goes, "Oh yeah, that's totally true, honey. Just as the cow's ass is tanned, blah blah blah." And she starts
And then her
talking about
dentures
more
fall out.
random cowboy stuff, and I'm like, look, from me to you, I don't give a dog's ass about Hell. But the reality is that she's cooler than either of us are, and she's getting weird about this. So, in a employee to employee thing, as opposed to me not dying and you not dying, how about we move this along? What do you think?
And as you say, what do you think? This is how it's going to play out now that we've had Steve roll a 19, we've had Carl roll a 6, and Brogan roll a 21. So as it plays out, you say what you have to say, and at the end, how are we gonna, as soon as the last word comes out of your mouth, Brogan, you hear a from coming out of the room again, and he looks back into the room and he says, he looks over at Carl and then immediately just won't make eye contact with you, and looks because of your deception roll, and he looks back at Steve and he looks back at Brogan and he says, "Did she say anything about me?"
Yeah, I mean,
M-
yes, she did.
mostly just that she wanted you to help us out because she trusted you, so she was expecting us to get it.
I check. I want to know what's going on. Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
Hey,
I want to know if they're
Ari's just
getting on
watching
or
this
something.
action. She's
Oh, I lied like a savage, but I roll well on my lie.
Yeah. Wow.
I know.
You both a 7 and a 6 with from Carl and from Zari. As you don't know necessarily what's happening, and he says, uh, uh,
Chasing my tail again.
yeah, it's a tough stat.
Well
And
played.
he goes, oh, by the way, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Modgood. I'm the guardian of
Hey,
the throne here.
yeah, we know who you are. She told us that you'd be here and that we needed this crown thing.
Oh, you know who I am. What have you heard of me? As his whole body now walks out, and you see he's a skeleton in long, almost robes with armor on it.
I will tell him, look, she told us that you were the man, but that you were gonna hook it up. And if that's not the case, like, hey, I got it. I'll go tell Hell you're not playing ball. It's good, it's good. But like, she kind of told us, she's in the shit on Midgard and is looking for a time crunch. So if you're not up for giving the crown, hey, that's fine. I'll tell her, no harm, no foul.
Well, I mean, I can get it for you. Don't get me wrong. But I am also the guardian of it, for there is a large source of power that we have with it here.
That's
Um,
why we came to you and didn't bring the delivered to the back.
oh, that makes sense. Um,
Yes, Steve.
that does make sense. Well, I'll tell you what, I can give it to you if I can come with you.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Well,
Yeah,
fantastic. Let me pack my bags. I also have some material I've been working on that I'd like to bounce off of you.
I will accept
Material.
that. I will accept that if and only if you give me the crown first.
Well, here is the necklace of the damned. Necklace, not crown, but he goes, here is the necklace of the damned.
Yep.
Uh, but he holds it up and then puts it back into his pocket. He says, I can't really just give it to you. I mean, she had told me that she would speak, that, that my orders would come directly from her, and she could call at any time. And he holds up a sending stone in the air and then puts it back in his pocket. And I have a direct line. She's really all about me.
No,
So
really bad reception on Midgard. You understand how bad the Sending Stone towers are out there right now?
oh, well, I haven't been out there. It's been about 2,000 years I've been here, maybe three, maybe,
Yeah.
well, it's been timeless, but yeah, let me grab
Coverage
my
is
things.
terrible. Coverage is terrible out there. Also, before you go get your stuff, can I have my crab back?
Yeah, and he walks over and kind of pushes his belly out slightly with the crab hanging off of his robe right at you.
I'll just grab it.
Carl, I saw you raise your hand.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
I have my sending stone from Saloon, right?
Yeah,
The one that she gave me so I could talk to her.
yeah, but the one that Steve has is to talk about you. So,
I got one as well, right? So I could
yeah,
talk to her.
yeah.
Can I use it real quick and be like, Saloon, can you pretend to be Hell for 1 second so I can say I have a sending stone from Hell too?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
This
gonna
is
be
very
like,
solid.
Saloon,
This is
hey, what's
very
up,
solid.
girl? It's Carl.
With the plus one
I want you to
deception
pretend to be
versus the
Hell.
guy that can do it.
Carl, Carl, how are you? It's been a little while since we've talked. How's everything going with the transformation and being a follower of me and everything like that?
Go in your room, shut the door, and go in here because it's way too loud here. Okay, please.
Yeah.
It's quiet now.
It's going good. I just need a really big favor.
Yeah, what's the favor?
Can you pretend to be Hell for 1 second?
Yeah, I could definitely pretend to be hell. Anything you need. That's what I'm here. You become a follower of me. I help you. That's what gods do.
Okay. Just pretend to be Hell for 1 second. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn to the Modgood and be like, "Oh, I have a sending stone from Hell too. If you want to check in with
Yes, let
that."
me talk to her. I love her so much. We've been here. I've been guarding the throne and the necklace and all of the damned. So yeah, let me talk to her. Um, and all of a sudden, you guys hear a very loud, almost like it's on speakerphone, audible voice saying, "Hello, this is Hell." And a conversation starts, and Saloon would know how to do this. And they have a conversation. He hands the phone back, or the sending stone back, and says, Looks like I'm going to be traveling with you guys. If I give you the necklace, though, I'm still going to have to travel with you. I want to make sure everything is completely 100%, if that's going to work for you guys.
I
I
think
just have to
that'll
dot
work.
some I's and cross some T's.
Yeah, sure. You can hang out with us on Argyle.
Fantastic! Fantastic. Argyle,
Only
what kind of
only
horse?
only only side note to that is that you never, and I will say this to him in a whisper, you never ask Argyle who is the god of horses.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. If he's sensitive, that's fine. I mean, I'm one of the arch rulers of hell, but I'm not insensitive. As you hear a
Perfect.
crunch coming from the back room.
Look, you can crunch all the crunches you want. You just gotta be nice to Argyle. Because he carries me from point A to point B, and that makes my life easier.
Yeah, very cool. You can meet my dog. As he says,
Sweet.
Garm, come. And Garm, a dog that's about 10 feet tall, standing on all fours, walks out from this room with a huge, what looks like human leg hanging out of his mouth.
I will put my hand up and be like, Garm, drop it. Drop it.
As he looks, and he looks back at his master, and his master, Modgood, just nods, puts his head to the side, and just nods it and says, and he drops the human leg on the ground.
I will then with Carl's permission, hold up Eugene and be like, this is Eugene.
He
He is
takes his
our
whole
manticore
mouth and puts it
baby.
over your hands, like he's about to chomp down.
I'm gonna
No, no.
hold my hand
No.
on the top of his mouth. And if he wants to get weird, I will breathe acid into his entire body. But I will say, no. Eugene is our friend.
Both of you give it animal handling, Carl and Brogan.
Eugene is eating the leg that's on the ground.
I don't see I see a nature thing. I don't see animal handling
It'll
on
be at
this
the top
sheet.
of that list. Animal
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
23.
Well, one.
Your threat, Brogan, just doesn't hold weight with this dog, but this other dog standing right next to it, giving it a no with a paw, like the one finger up with a paw, does hold weight. As the dog, this giant dog Garm, does not chomp down on this little manticore. As the manticore starts eating its leg, it just sits on the ground, puts its head down, and Modgood says, "Well, you've all met Garm. I gotta get my things. Hold on." And he
I'm gonna
runs back into the chamber room.
I'm gonna tap Eugene's butt and be like, stop biting the other dogs.
No, he's eating the disembodied leg that's on the ground.
Yeah, this huge disembodied leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the necklace.
No, he's got it still.
And he comes back out.
Wait, can I cast telekinesis as he's running and try to lift the necklace out of his pocket?
And you want to telekinesis it out of his pocket?
Yeah,
Oh,
and make it
she's
like
doing
look
it.
like it.
She's doing it for family.
All
Yeah,
right.
make it look like it fell and such if he sees it. If not, I'm just going to bring it to me.
All right. For your telekinesis out of his pocket, you can tell him to move the item. That's fine. But I would like you to give me a sleight of hand to see what it
Oh
looks like
God.
as you do so.
Knew that was coming.
Roll the best you've ever rolled.
Like she has
I'm
a
afraid
choice.
for you right now because
Point of inspiration.
As if
Ah!
this
Point of inspiration.
necklace, you can use your inspiration. I think it's what, a D6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
use
only
your
spoke him a
inspiration.
little bit.
It is.
Hi.
As it flies out of his pocket, flies back behind him as he's moving. He feels it move, and it's almost like it's ripping out of his pocket in a sense. It lands on the floor and starts flying towards you, specifically Zari. And as it lays at your feet, he looks back at you, looks down at the floor, looks back at you. He says, "You didn't have to do that. I was going to give it to you."
I'm gonna say that she didn't do it. The crab did it because the crab collects treasure.
Give me a persuasion or deception. Okay, 14. He looks at you. All right, I guess. I'll keep an eye on her. And looks over.
The crab's gonna scurry down on my command and run over and grab the necklace and then scurry back.
And he grabs it.
At top crab speed, which is not fast.
Which is
It happens very slow and awkwardly.
Like 5 minutes.
Yeah. the necklace is at I believe the crab grabbed the necklace, right? And is
Yeah.
bringing
Yeah.
as you're holding this necklace, you find it is a necklace of these bones. They look like human small finger bones or something along those lines that are all almost like a black stones imbued with energy.
Okay.
I'm
Small.
gonna look at the crab and be
So do you
like,
need to
"That's
go
not
pack your
very
stuff,
party of you."
Modgood, or what's the
Yeah,
deal?
I gotta get. Just 2 seconds. It's I'm right at the throne. I don't have much, but I keep a bag ready just in case she's gonna call upon me.
You know, I think she needed that thing from the torture room. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, give me another persuasion.
I will.
She needed
Thank
that
you.
thing. She really did need that thing.
Can I help?
God damn it! The one was coming. The one
was
was coming.
helping.
We knew it was coming.
Wait, what does Carl do to help?
I was just gonna elaborate vaguely though, like that thing with the thing has the
Sure.
two things,
To give him
and it
advantage,
connects with the
18.
thing.
He goes, yes, the innie and the outie. I gotta grab that.
You should. Yeah.
And you can hear him run down a hallway from behind the throne room. And
I'm
he's
immediately going to get on Slegnir, or I'm
Uh-huh.
assuming Carl will get Carl on there, and I'm going to tell Slegnir to run like he's never run before.
This is
very
hot
nice.
poop. I hop on the back of Argyle. I'm like Argyle.
We've got
show
a
me that
hot
you're the-
extract, boys and girls. Let's do
Show me that
this.
you are the master of all horses. Run faster than Slegnir. I don't care where we're going.
And as
Yeah, I jump on too before they leave.
and Carl's on, you guys are on. These horses are taking off at the speed of horse light as they fly
We
out.
have the doorknob. We have the doorknob.
You do.
Right.
As you guys are flying across this ice bridge, you hear a woof, woof, as you look behind you, and this 10-foot high, 5.5 feet wide, giant, covered in blood, two-headed hell dog is now on your tail.
Can I attempt to do something cool before we burn the doorknob of amazingness?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I want to hang off of Slegnir's ass and throw a kick into the ice bridge to make it so he can't follow us and just break the ice
This is
bridge.
gonna have to be a hell of a kick, but we can definitely go for it. If you want to
Oh, I'm gonna get weird, baby. I'm gonna get weird.
All right, give
I
me
got
this
key
kick.
points. I got shenanigans. We're gonna get weird on this.
All right, let's see it. As this kick comes out, you're going to break the ice bridge. He's starting to close up on you. You've just crossed over the threshold of it as he is about 70 feet from you, starting to close the distance. Let's see the
So what's
attack
the
on
roll?
the bridge.
So what's the roll?
It would be your attack roll.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That I can do.
With a
21?
21. Wow. As the staff comes down, you all of a sudden you're holding on, you throw your foot down and you kick straight down and you feel a cracking happen at the edge of this bridge, but it does not break it.
Can I
Uh,
shoot it?
Telekinesis, can I start shattering it more by just like trying to
You can do so
to
too.
pieces?
Sure. As you telekinesis it, you're starting to pull all of the ice flakes out of it and move the cracks around as it's starting to go. And you see it is close, but it is not there.
Can I shoot it?
I'm
You
going
can
to
shoot it for
attempt to
sure.
use. I'm going to attempt to use my key fueled attack to gain a bonus attack on the same thing
Go for
by
it.
burning a key point because the staff is a monked weapon. To
Yeah.
swing again on it.
That's gonna hit. I mean, that bullet, that shot hits with your pistol, Carl. And as you shoot, the bullet goes in, and he slams down right down on it. And as the bullet hits, and his second attack comes down, you see all of a sudden a large hole breaks into this bridge, as you can auditorily hear cracking coming through the bridge. And as this dog closes and closes and closes, you see it's getting closer and closer to the edge of the bridge, and all of a sudden, just drops completely. And it's
I yell back, we're out like baby teeth. Steve Froman joke. He told it to me.
I love it. And as you've retrieved the necklace, have broken the bridge as the Garm, the hell dog, has been chasing you, and it just falls down this chasm of ice. You're now facing back, and you look on the other end of the bridge, 90 feet away, and you see Modgood holding a bag over his shoulder, looking at you all with puppy dog eyes, like his friends had just left
Did you
I
hear
don't
the
know who that
torture?
is.
Don't make sad faces. There's no
Yeah, don't
sad
make
faces
sad faces.
in adventuring.
He's like, I got the innie and the outie.
Yeah, we don't know
Dog
who you
terrified
pulled them
us.
off of, but we're happy for you.
But guys, I'm coming with you.
Go.
And he starts
Where's
As
the
to
the-
walk
door?
across
Where's
the
the door?
bridge,
Let's use
getting
the door.
closer and
As-
closer.
As the half-drunk moron, I reach my hand out unless somebody slaps me on the back and tells me not to.
90
Sorry.
feet away.
Not gonna go. No, we are not taking anyone with us. Already got 3 pets. We don't need
We're
more.
full 90 feet away. Did anyone else hear that?
Yeah,
You
he's
can't
full,
reach.
he's full 90 feet away. He's walking, but he's coming towards you guys. So it's
That
like,
doesn't mean he didn't yell and you guys weren't like, stop it, Brogan. Stop being friendly to everybody.
yeah. I picture the
gonna
longest
take the
reach for
doorknob.
someone's hand ever. Like you're reaching out
The
and he's 90
doorknob.
feet away, and it's dramatic, and it's such a long, dramatic moment. Like as Zari's
I'm-
just slapping you. Like
I'm here, and as Zari slaps the shit out of me, I'm like, sorry.
It starts to play
I'm
the
sorry, my
Titanic
child.
theme, and then it cuts off abruptly as Zari
It goes,
slaps
it
his
goes
hand.
straight Thanos, and I'm like, there are balance in all things, and we just start staring away.
as you stare away, the dramatic music plays. And who has the doorknob in their pocket? Think it's Carl or
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Carl.
Carl
Yeah.
has the doorknob in your pocket. As you reach in your pocket, you feel the doorknob clanking around in your newly furry paw fingers. And you look across.
I never
upset that my-
explained to
that my
Brogan that
fingers
I'm
are
part
furry.
dog now. I don't think we ever did.
Like, I never know what form you're in, or let me put it this way: I never remember what form you're in. So
I was still transformed when we ended last time, and I have
Okay.
yet to say I transformed back, so I'm
okay,
just
so it's
chilling.
all paw.
I think it just like it speaks to the group
It's
that
like
nobody
this.
questions the half dog.
Yeah. As you both pause into a bag and pull out the doorknob, it all of a sudden you see to the left of it, about 2 feet, you see almost like a 10-foot tall crack of light come out. And as the door opens, you see the inside of the infinite stairwell. Or wait, you can use it to go wherever you want. So you don't have to go to the infinite stairwell, actually.
Were we told to
Anywhere?
go anywhere else?
Well, you can
Water
In the whole
deep.
universe?
you can
Water
go
deep,
anywhere
let's
in the
go home.
universe, but technically you can go anywhere in the universe, but
So we've got all the items. So where were we supposed to take all the items?
back to the tree,
The tree.
yeah,
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil, the ashen tree.
Sorry, my
Alright,
my.
I want the
pronunciation
door
is
to
not good.
open legitimately right in front of it, not like 10 feet away, not like 20 feet away. I want to be like 2 feet away from the tree.
I love
I'm
it.
being
So
specific.
here's how it goes. As you open it, you see the familiar door of the doorway of Yggdrasil. And as you see the familiar door, you go to walk forward and find you are uncomfortably close to this door. To the point where unless you slide left or right, no one else could get there, could get through this door.
And in a cartoon, I'm gonna slide
Everyone
out and
up.
I'm gonna legit pull the doorway back like a cartoon.
As you
I'm
do.
a freight train, Carl. We're going through.
As you go through, it's now 5 feet back, so you find yourself at the familiar door of Yggdrasil. All of you find yourselves there, and as you're there, it's almost like a delay. Like when you're streaming, there's like at least like a 10-second delay. When TV, even if it's live TV, there's like a 30-second to a minute delay. Well, it takes everyone inside Yggdrasil a delay. All of a sudden, you hear them run out and say, you see what is Past runs up to the door and opens it. And Past looks at you all and says, "Hey, wait a minute. Oh, you're here. I was watching Sending Stone Media. You guys made it back."
Broke their
Yeah,
We're back from the
can
worst
can we get
scavenger
this on
hunt that
now,
ever
please?
existed.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you guys really aced that one. I can't believe you left him there and with the dog. And oh, Carl, I knew this would. I talked to Future. Future told me all about this, but I couldn't tell you. You know.
Open the door and close the door. Open the door and close the door.
Oh,
Close
sorry.
the door. Close the door. Everyone through. Close that
Yep,
door.
come on, come in. And as you hear from a couch inside, as the door closes behind you, the two doors, the one that was to the frozen wasteland, and then the next door that you go into was the door to
Keanu.
the ashen tree. You hear inside a very familiar voice. It's the voice of Neon. And you hear,
God
Oh,
damn it.
you hear him at the end of a joke where he says, and Steven, he's so dense, the grass in the back of the house is scared of him. And everyone goes, oh, they just hear laughter for a joke that you probably never heard you probably heard the punchline and didn't get it anyway.
I still don't get
As you come into a
He's
room
dense.
filled with past, present, and future,
I
with
draw
both,
my darts because if there are any character assassination rats, they're gonna die today.
and you see
You
past,
killed all of
present,
them.
and future with Neon and Steven Seagal all sitting on a couch having cocktails, watching you all on Sending Stone Media. And as you hear, hey, Brogan, what happens when you mix a frozen wasteland with a lawyer?
It's called a margarita.
No, another lawyer. And you look to your right
Damn.
and see another rat. And
Send
that is
Eugene to
where
go
we
eat
end
it.
our session for today. We now, from this point, when you are safe in Yggdrasil, I would like us to do our what's it called? The to see if we can get in and do some confessions.
The 101s? Yeah, yeah.
Roll a d20. Whoever gets the lowest roll will be going first, and we'll go from there. Wow.
Oh wow.
Wow. All
Some
right.
bad rolls.
Brogan is first. Brogan, as you walk into the confession booth and sit down, what do you tell the viewers at home?
So I wake up from this hangover of shenanigans. And despite that, we're apparently helping all these omnipotent beings. Fine, fine, fine. No complaints. Here's my only issue. I find out the mother of my half forbidden child is a lycanthrope. And then, on top of this, I find out that we don't have the party shirt, except where Steve is hiding it. And then, even more so, the party crab has no idea what I'm talking about. This is a prison. I have no idea what to do with this. I will do my best to survive. And then it fades to black.
That's perfect. I think the dramatic statement, "This is a prison," is the perfect statement.
Child. Why did you call Eugene a forbidden child?
You know what happened on that day. You were there.
Next is going to be Steve as you walk into the confession booth.
So it's just going to be like the camera's trying to catch focus. I'm not standing on my mark at all. And the crab is in the chair and he's got like the necklace and he's holding it up. And I'm singing Let It Go. And the crab is just like dancing back and forth to the song. And I'm super into it because apparently Steve's a big Frozen fan and he just got to visit, something that looked like the Frozen Castle. And I just refuse to pay attention to the cameras. And I get about halfway through the song and the cameras just give up finally and they just end my one-on-one.
Love it. Next, that was 9, is Zari.
Ari's going to go in. She's going to hum Let It Go because Steve got stuck in her head. And she's just going to go through the back of holding and go, as a review of what we have obtained, the Dreadnought Shield. She pulls it out and shows and puts it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Scale of Yorkie, Jewel Fenrir, and I'm pretty sure the crab ship saved with the necklace. So we good. We got everything. Also, don't let go now.
Can I go now? Like I got everything. Can I just go home? Love it. And last but certainly not least, we have Carl.
So Steve totally took my idea. I was gonna have it start with you can't see Carl, but Eugene is sitting in the chair eating the assassination rat that Brogan killed. His goggles are a little wonky because he's like eating it like going like and all you hear is Carl's voice go like Eugene, and then she comes over and like pushes herself up on the chair. She looks human now, like fully human. She goes, "There you are," and she's completely ignoring. He's like eating like a rat, and she goes, "There you go." And then she turns to the camera and goes, "Oh yeah, this uh hi Modgood, what's up?" It just does this.
Love it. As Modgood, of course, will probably be watching at home and be pissed that his
Feel
new
really
friends
bad
had
though.
left him. So Modgood may become a character in your guys' futures, possibly.
People that we emotionally disappoint usually
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one thing about this.
Yeah.
You will always find that the NPCs in your game is going to always be underwhelming in all facets of life. Complete
I love
failures.
it. Give me the drama, babies.
Yeah. Of course, because you're the stars of the show. But I would like to thank you guys for an awesome time for having this D&D together, and I'd like to thank the fans and everyone who stuck with us and everyone who's been awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will be back next week at 6:45 on Twitch Adventure Highway. Anything you guys want to add, or?
No, thanks everyone for sticking with us. We're sorry for the long pause, but we're back. So
Yeah, yeah, it was a lot, but we're just glad to be back. So we will see you all next week at 6:45 Tuesday on Twitch.